G'day and welcome to Deno QL. Today we are taking a look at Saurian, or to be more specific, the pre-release demo as they're calling it, which is, well, it's pretty much a pre-alpha preview to people who backed the game in Kickstarter at $60 or more to see what it is like. Basically, it's ahead of the early access which will be available to the public. Now, Saurian is, well, it's a video game being made by, I think it's pronounced Urvogel games. They're 12 guys and an emu, because, emus are awesome. And they are making a game that is basically you playing as a dinosaur, and it's supposed to be as historically accurate as possible for you playing as one of the 4 species by default in Hell's Creek in the US. So you have Dakotaraptor, which is a member of the raptor family. You have Tyrannosaurus Rex, because of course you do. Then you also have Triceratops and Pachycephalosaurus to round out the initial 4 player characters. And then after that they're also talking about Anzu, I believe, which is sort of a egg eater type dinosaur. And then Ankylosaur, because that is another fan favourite that was voted by the backers. Now, this game will supposedly have both single player and multiplayer. At the moment, it seems to primarily focus on the single player rather. So let's have a look at the environment showcase, which is the best starting point. Nice little loading animation there. And here we are in the world of Saurian's little test demo world. Now this is our Dakotaraptor. Now let's say hello. He can't really say hello, but he can sort of bark and snap at you, because he's pleasant like that. Now you can see they're going for the feathered approach, because that is how most people believe the dinosaurs or the raptors look like in particular now, so that is what we get. I'm not entirely sure by the look myself, but they have done a really nice model of it. I really like this walking animation too. It's a reasonable walking speed for one. Too many games go a very rapid speed, because players are impatient, we know this, but it doesn't necessarily look accurate for, your general creature when it's just walking around. Will just be, strolling. Oop, trees in the way. And I love that back and tail sway. It just looks great. We hit caps lock and we can go into a slightly faster trotting speed, which, it's not that much different, but it's a little bit faster. So that is the normal. And then if we hold shift, we can go into the sprint, which is the full-on running speed. And I love the way that tail bounces. It just looks really nice. The animations are a bit janky at the moment, but just when you swing around like this, the way he moves his tail just looks really cool. It's that's how you imagine a raptor would move around. And yeah, it's overall quite nice in that regard. Now if we go this way, just dash through the water, you'll see that he's got his own sort of swimming animation as well. It's sort of like doggy paddling. See, you can't really see it there because there's no way of seeing the animation. But yeah, he's just sort of wading himself through. We'll get to the other side. Now this is the environment showcase. It doesn't have any sort of other animals in it at the moment. It is merely just to sort of show the sort of feel they're going for, whilst everything is of course being a pre-release. It's not even in early access yet. A lot of this visually will change, like presumably the flat texturing over there, that shadow glitch, and the plants will presumably get a little denser in places, because this is all running in Unity, and at the moment it only has the default Unity options in visuals. But I don't mind the game looking simple, provided the performance is good and the visuals are good. So it looks pretty nice. The gameplay so far is, well, there's not that much here, but let's go take a look at the other modes, shall we? Let's quit to the main menu. Now we'll go to player interaction, which is the mode where you actually do something. So you're in this wired test grid style thing really, This is our Dakotaraptor. You see on the right there, we've got a bar. The green bar represents your hunger and, like, you know, whether you're full. The blue bar represents the thirst. The red represents your health. And then that circle on the right represents your stamina. Now, the game will be a survival type game in that you're playing as a dinosaur of some description of your choosing, from hatching to juvenile to young adult and then finally adult, assuming of course you survive that long. Which reminds me of that old BBC online text adventure game Big Owl, which I wish was still available, but it has been offline since about 2011. But we've got a lizard here, so we can run up and just eat him. He's easy to get. Oh, we've angered the packy, so let's try and get this packy. Now, it's difficult because you gotta try and... Oh, I'm just jumping around. You can see I used up all my sprint there. Oh, get out the way. Leave me alone. But, wait for my sprint to come back a bit more. Just need to get out of his range a bit. Because one of the things it modeled is the raptors. Yes, you can snap at him by just spamming the left click, but it's not very effective. What you want to do is you want to jump and then grab onto his back, the practice known as raptor prey restraint, which will enable you to sort of, there we go, get on his back and then chew there. I held it down too long, so I got thrown off. So I gotta run away, and we should try again. We're obviously playing solo here, because you can't play any other way right now. And, oh, God, don't leave me alone. Yeah, the Pachycephalosaurus is the one that has that big bone head, so they're quite nasty. And he's probably going to kill me. Yep, he did. So you saw what the actual information is there anyway, the image for the prey restraint. I'm just not very good at it. Now we'll go back and we'll take a look at the final thing available in this method at the moment, which is the NPC Observation. This is another wireframe grid, but all the animals in this are NPCs, so you can see how their behavior is practicing. So we got a Dakotaraptor here doing the restraint properly, and he managed to kill him. So he's gonna eat a bit now. Ooh, bit of glitching against the cube there, which these cubes seem to be representing the plants rather. I was gonna say planet, but that's not it. They're representing the plants that are what the herbivores eat. Because this is obviously just a test setup to see if the AI will actually do what you want the AI to be doing. It's not worth investing everything into the final visuals of a game when you don't even know how the thing is going to look yet. So we'll go have a look at this packy here. Just so you can see, whoop, he's gone to eat. Yep, so that is a packy. Now there's some other ones if I can see where they are. Oh, we've got a Rex here at a Triceratops. The Rex being feathered, which is a interesting look. Not sure what I think. He looks a little bit like a vulture in a way. But yeah, it's a little bit different to your standard view of what a Rex would look like, but it is one that is generally believed to be more likely today. You've got the Triceratops here in the interesting colours. He's sort of chasing the Rex off, so the Rex is running away from him. And I think there's another species around here somewhere. There's the little lizards running away quite quick. And yeah, there's little guys somewhere. Oh, we got a croc. I haven't actually seen that there's crocs in this before, but there we go. There's a croc just sort of circling around. Because yeah, this only came out to the backers like a few days ago. So I haven't really had much of a chance to look at it properly yet, but I wanted to get a video out on it sooner rather than later. Got a dead Dakotaraptor. And yeah, where is the little guys? There's like these little guys. I think they might be like younger Dakotaraptors, but I don't see any. There we go, I found one of the little guys. I think this may be, I don't think he's a Dakotaraptor, he's some other kind of raptor that I don't recognize. I haven't actually read the devlogs, I probably should. But yeah, this guy's got some lovely little feather colouring there. I thought he was coming for a drink, because I have seen them coming and drinking, but this guy isn't. But yeah, so that is Saurian in its current state. It is a very early, obviously, pre-alpha, pre-release demo of it. I think it's quite worth it. It's definitely an interesting game I'm following. If you're interested in dinosaurs at all, then go and look this up. They're doing a good job researching everything. It's definitely one of the most comprehensive games in terms of history we've seen for a while. And that's always nice. And besides, you get to play as a dinosaur. I want more games where you can play as dinosaurs, damn it. But yes, until next time, I'm Denodon. This is Saurian. Safe living, I guess.